busy, always busy with the kids, but
Mm-hmm.
guess that's life.
That is definitely life. So you moved down to Florida when? When did you officially move down there?
I moved out, that was August of last year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, you just went
now
away.
just
There
moved.
you are.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, my husband tried to call me because he was supposed to be home for this call. So I have three little kids downstairs. So if they come up screaming,
Okay, I'll know why.
yeah.
I'll know why.
So yeah, but we came in August, and then we were looking for a house to buy, and we had to we were going to build a house, and then we decided just to buy a newer house because to build was going to take too long, and I didn't want
Mm-hmm.
to stay. We were staying with my mom and my dad, and I didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to stay with my mom and my dad for too long. It's just too much with three little kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we bought a house November of last year. So it's just got settled, kids in school, but it's just like it's nonstop. With little kids, it's just nonstop.
It is. They're always on the go.
Exactly.
There's always something to do with them. So tell me, so it sounds like you want to get like re-engaged back into health coaching, from what I
Right.
can tell from the messages I'm seeing.
Right. Well, Cindy always try to motivate me, and she's try to check in, but it's like first I was try to get stable and with the house and school and all
Mm-hmm.
this stuff. And I said, Cindy, let me do that. And then I went into getting some of my license from Jersey. Like I had to do renewal here, and some of them I had to get new license. Like I
Mm-hmm.
have my real estate license, so I got that. And here, and I have my phlebotomist license and all this license that I had to get
Yeah.
ready. So I did that. So I said, okay, now we can try to see how I can build this business. Just I was telling Cindy, I said it's really hard because I just moved here. I don't know anybody. So
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to talk to people that and I don't know anybody at all. It's not like I know one person that like knows
Yeah.
the other person. So
Sure.
that has become very hard.
Mm-hmm. Um, okay. Are you are you in any sort of groups or anything down there? Are you part of any social activities?
Not yet, because we're, like I said, I was just getting
Yeah.
settled and doing
Mm-hmm.
all the classes. I was in school, all this
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So I just joined a couple moms group right now, and tomorrow there's actually an event on one of them that I want to go. So it's like moms meet up, and then
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I just joined some now, and I'm gonna try to see if that works that way.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a really good way of meeting people. It really is.
yes,
And I mean, meeting people doesn't happen overnight. Obviously, it takes a while to build relationships.
right.
But certainly getting into groups with like-minded people, that it's a really good place to be. The other thing is, are you doing anything consistent on social media?
Well, not really. I was, and then I just stopped because I wasn't getting that much, from it. Like the people that contacted me, the people that I had as clients, they were like friends more than like
Mm-hmm.
people from that I added on my Facebook. The ones that I added on,
Yeah.
like all these people just they barely make comments or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So not really. And it's funny because Cindy was like, oh, social media really works and you add this many friends a day. So I started doing that, and it's like, okay, but I didn't see anything come out of it.
Well, once again, I mean, not everything happens overnight. It's just really being consistent at it,
Hmm.
and like just doing it every day. And then eventually it comes, but it's not going to happen overnight. It doesn't really happen for anybody overnight.
Hmm.
The only thing that can happen quickly is if you know people in your life that could use program. You could get calls quickly that way. But social media, it's I mean, it can be very, very good for your business, but it's just something you have to do consistently every day.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does make
Okay.
sense. You know,
Um,
I think as far as like Cindy was telling me, she uses some things. I think it was Hot Sweet or something like. You guys even post about
yeah,
that
Hootsuite.
not
Yeah,
too long. Yeah, something like that.
yeah.
Uh, it kind of helps post the stuff for you, which so maybe that's something I have to look into it because sometimes just with the kids and then
Hmm.
doing things is just hard
Yeah.
to post stuff in all the
Hmm.
time.
Yeah.
You know.
I can tag you on the post that talks about Hootsuite if you're interested in it. I think it's $30 for the month. And what it is they will post a like inspiration in the morning and a recipe in the afternoon and a side by side in the evening.
Okay.
So there'll be 3 posts a day, which kind of brand you. And you just have to remember that that can't really be the only thing on your timeline though, because then
Hmm.
it kind of just looks like you're advertising something.
Right.
So
Right.
then you want to put the personal stuff in there too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so we do this thing called 3 by 3 by 3. I'm not sure if you heard of it yet.
No.
Okay. So 3 by 3 by 3 is 3 posts a day,
Hmm.
adding 3 friends a day,
Okay.
and then also starting 3 conversations a day.
Okay.
And the conversations start like through private messenger.
Okay.
And if you do something like that consistently over a month or two, you'll definitely start seeing interest with people reaching out to you, because this is the time of year that people are definitely reaching out.
Hmm.
Now, of course, you're in Florida, so this is pretty much all year round. But
Right.
the summer's just like a month away, so there's a lot of people interested right now. So, like the private messages, a good way to do a private message, if you haven't really done a lot, is, I know for me, we all have birthdays that show up in Facebook.
Hmm.
I might pick 2 or 3 people today that have birthdays and send them a private message asking them, saying, I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Are you doing anything special with your family?
Hmm.
Lots of times I'll see a post by somebody that I don't really want to respond on the post itself. So I'll take my response to private messenger so we get a conversation going.
Okay.
So it's all about starting conversations. So that's the 3 by 3 by 3.
Hmm.
And that's something that we all try to do every day. And really adding 3 people is simple. You can do that in about 5 minutes.
Hmm.
And then the 3 posts, if you do Hootsuite, the 3 posts are already up there for you.
Okay.
So the thing you'll be most responsible for is starting the 3 conversations and just adding the 3 people.
All right.
How
Yeah.
many friends do you have on Facebook? Do you know offhand?
Not really. I really
You
don't.
have less than
Honestly,
1,000?
I think so. Yeah.
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 Yeah, you'll want to, if you really want to use Facebook effectively, you probably have to get up to 1,000 and more.
Okay.
Um,
Kids are coming up.
oh, that's
Right.
okay. The other thing
Yeah.
is, it's really important. Oh, hey, buddy.
Say hi,
What's his
Gio.
name?
That's Giovanni.
Hi,
Say hi.
Giovanni.
Say hi, Giovanni. Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Say good. Good.
Good.
Yeah. You go back downstairs. We'll play with you. Okay?
Let me see her.
And I got the other one. I'm telling you. Because I'd like stuck on mommy. You want to
They
say
love their
hello?
mommy.
She wants to say hello. Well, I'm home with them all, so they just say hello.
Hey,
Hey, how are you?
I'm watching the dragon.
You watching Dragon?
You're watching
Watching-
Dragons?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, we have another one. How many do you have?
Yeah. I have 4.
Oh, you're busy beaver.
Yeah. Well, my oldest is in college. She
Oh,
doesn't.
okay.
Yeah, she goes to UCF,
Okay.
going for med school, and then I have Isabella, which is
Hi,
just
Isabella.
7. So hi.
Hi.
Nice to
I'm
meet
7
you.
years old.
She's fine. She's 7, and then I have Giovanni is 3.5, and she's 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
you lumped
she
them
was.
together.
She was my surprise baby.
Oh.
Yeah, I had my tubes completely removed after Giovanni, and then 6 months later we got her.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
You do.
they, yep, they call her the miracle baby.
Okay. Well, she's
Um,
adorable.
Thank you. Say thank you, Juliana.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Yeah, so that's
Um,
another thing I have is just, the kids
yeah,
nonstop. That's the,
yeah.
the
And
problem I have.
the other thing is, really
Mhm.
start trying to get on the training calls on Mondays and Tuesday nights.
Okay. You go ahead. She just wanted me to, okay, see that. All right, go
I
ahead.
got this one.
You got this one. Okay. Mommy's talking to him. You gotta listen.
I got this
Can you
one.
listen? Can you listen,
No.
please?
That's a very honest answer.
Yeah, exactly. Kids don't lie. Nope. All right,
I got
listen.
this.
He's gonna tell mommy something. You gotta listen. Okay?
I got this.
Yeah, he can see it.
I can see it. That's a nice toy.
You know these
Isabella, I'm busy right now.
I got this one.
Yeah,
So,
that's how it works, Ryan.
so getting on the trainings every Monday and Tuesday night might also it really help you feel more connected to the coaching community. So I recommend that. Leadership call is every Monday at 8, and then we have our Let's Chat call every Tuesday at 9.
9. Okay.
Yeah, 8 and 9.
Yeah.
And I think that will also kind of help you feel more, like I said, attached to the community.
Okay.
I mean, you know what? There's a lot of people in your community that could use the program.
I think so too. I think especially here in Florida, I had a big expectation, like when moving here, that I thought, I just have to get to know people,
You do.
you
Yes.
know, to come out, because
Mhm.
especially here, that is summer all the time. People want to look good. They
Yep.
want to lose weight.
Mhm.
So, but I just have to find a way to, know people, to get out
Sure.
there,
Mhm.
and I was hoping, now that I'm also starting my real estate, thing, that also will help.
You'll meet a lot of people that way.
Yes, I mean, a lot of people, and then with
Mhm.
conversation, I'll be able to go in,
Yeah.
about the program too. Stop you.
And I know last week or the week before, we potentially had a Spanish referral for you. I
Yeah.
don't know if Cindy told you about that.
Yeah, I called the lady and she said somebody had called her.
Yeah. So a coach of ours got the referral, but when she got on the phone with the client, well, the client only spoke Spanish. So my coach got in touch with Optavia to let them know that she doesn't speak Spanish.
Hmm.
Optavia said, okay, can you find another coach in your organization that we can send a referral to so we can kind of, keep it in the family? So I messaged Cindy, I think the next day, to ask her if you were so interested in coaching and blah, blah, blah. She said yes. So I think by the time we did all this, that client had went back to Optavia and found another coach.
Right.
That's what it is.
Hmm.
I also know that Optavia, they're actually starting a support group just for Spanish clients.
Okay.
And there's also a lot of now, I'm not sure you're aware of this, there's also a lot of now literature, Optavia literature that is just in Spanish.
Hmm.
A lot. Just about everything that we would give someone who just speaks English is now in Spanish.
Hmm.
So they're really concentrating on that market in this country
Right.
because they see they see a need for it.
Right.
So
I told Cindy, like, and if if you have anybody that needs to, I would more than welcome to take them. But because Cindy was like, I didn't know if you speak Spanish. I'm like, yeah, I do. Speak Spanish, but because I speak Portuguese, our language is Portuguese. So we speak Spanish, but we also speak Portuguese.
Okay.
So if anybody in Portuguese or Spanish,
Mm-hmm.
it's fine.
Yeah. And we're also going international starting next year.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
I have tons of people in Brazil that wants to do it.
Yeah. Where do they live?
They live in Brazil.
Okay.
Okay. I have a lot of people in Brazil that actually contacted me and they really want to do it. And I know Brazilian people are obsessed of they want to look good, they have to lose weight. But unfortunately we don't go there, but I have a lot of people that are like,
Yeah. I think in the next couple of years we're not starting there. We're starting actually in Singapore and where else? Taiwan, I think it is, next year. But the plan is to go around the world, but that's just where they're starting next year. We found that out at Go Global a couple weeks ago, or last weekend, I should say. So, I think right now you just kind of have to build it. You kind of have to build it back up. So I think getting into groups out and about when you actually start meeting people and starting relationships is important. I think trying to be consistent on Facebook is important. And just remember, everywhere you go, you're a health coach. So just keep that in mind, because your transformation was really, I mean, you had an amazing transformation. But the health coaching part of it also can be part of your story, not just physical weight loss.
Right.
But you just kind of have to just live it out loud, and just kind of be bold about it. I mean, you're not going to go up to someone who looks overweight and say, "You're overweight, you should get on program."
Right.
You want to start conversations with people, and that's all we do is we start conversations, and then if they're interested in us, they'll reach out to us and say, "I want to know what you're doing," and that's how it happens.
Right. Yeah, I do. I'm hoping, like I told Cindy, I said, she wanted to set up the call with you guys to kind of, give me some inputs on it. But I said, Cindy, I think, the problem I think is that I really need to know more people. I need to be out there. And since I'm always home with the kids, it is hard to meet people. And it's hard to expand my business. And that's what the problem is, because this kind of business, just like you have to, talk to people so they can start a conversation with them.
But that's how social media also helps, because you don't have to leave your living room to have conversations with people with social media. So I don't know if you're hesitant to post a lot on social media, but it can be a very powerful tool. Now, I think getting out and meeting people is just as powerful, but with social media, you can meet 20 people in a day. You can't necessarily meet 20 people in a day when you're out and about.
Right.
But you can start 15, 20 conversations in a day on social media. You can meet a lot more people on social media than you can, just out and about.
So when you talking about, like this kind of people you meet on social media that you friend them, do you look into your friends to send a request for those people? I mean, how do you who are you requesting friendship?
There's a lot of different ways to do it. I usually only friend people that I have at least 3 mutuals with.
Okay.
Mutual friends with, so they don't think I'm a stalker.
Right.
I mean, you can certainly go through your friends, and you'll find a lot of mutuals. A lot of mutuals. Sometimes what I do is I'll go through my Facebook timeline and I'll see people are commenting on. So anyone who posts on my timeline is a friend of mine, obviously, because they're on my timeline.
Right.
So what I'll do is I'll see who's commenting on that post, and sometimes I'll friend those people because they're clearly friends with the person who posted, who's already my friend. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, like, if I see like 20 or 30 comments on a particular post that my friend put out, I'll click on those people to see if I have any mutuals and to see if they'd be a good fit for me to friend them.
Okay.
So, I mean, friending is really easy. I mean, I literally could probably friend 20 people in about 3 minutes.
Okay.
But you really need to get to that 1,000 person mark.
I got the brush. I
Because
got the brush.
if not, if not, not enough people are seeing your stuff.
Oh,
Mommy,
okay.
sit down,
Got
Mom.
Yeah.
Mommy,
Okay.
Mommy,
Got it.
let me sit down.
So yeah, I mean, if you start doing that, obviously getting out's important. And like I said, really, just kind of make it a rock in your schedule. Monday night at 8 and Tuesday night at 9, and start like kind of integrating yourself back into coaching. So I really think that will help.
Okay.
I really do. Because when you kind of get detached, you kind of get also detached from the community. And I know for me, I like being around the people. And that's why I love being at Go Global in Orlando over the weekend. I just love being around those people. It's great. Now, obviously, that's an event, but even being on the training calls to me is great. It's it's as close as I'm going to get most of the time. So,
All right. When the company have things like that, like Go Global, and they have the the big one they had in Dallas and stuff like that. Are those open to any coach, or is this some specific people that get invited for those things?
Yeah.
How
Yeah, for Go Global, you had to qualify. So you need to be an executive director for 3 out of the 6 qualifying months.
Okay.
So I think from October to March was 6 months, and you had to be ED and above for at least 3 of those months. Now for national convention like in Dallas and it's in St. Louis this summer, that's open to everybody.
Okay, so national
Anybody
convention.
can go to that.
Okay.
Yeah, they even have clients come. They even
Okay.
encourage clients to come because they have special trainings for the clients. But yeah, the national convention is the one convention, the one event that is open to everybody. There's some other events that happen throughout the year, but national convention is everybody. So there'll be like thousands and thousands and thousands of health coaches.
Okay.
And it's have you been to any event yet?
No, I haven't. When they were having the one in Dallas when I was moving here,
Yeah.
and that's the one I was planning on going to. So I told Cindy, well, maybe the next one I want to try to go and see, because I know those type of things help a lot.
They're tremendous. I
Yeah.
love them. I love them. You learn a lot, but you also feel differently because you really get the heartbeat of what OptiB is all about when you come to these events. You're around so many like-minded people. It's just nothing but a positive experience every single time. So
Right.
yeah, if you can go to St. Louis, that'd be great. That would also be a tremendous boost
So
to your business.
So this is going to be in St. Louis this time, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
in July sometime. I don't have the
July.
dates in front of me. It's in July.
Okay.
And it usually runs Thursday night through Saturday night. So most people come in like either Wednesday or Thursday morning, and then they'll usually leave Sunday.
Okay, so it's in July, so that works because we're going away the beginning of June, so that's fine.
Yeah.
I can go to that.
Yeah, if you can go, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that one because I really wanted to go to one and
Yeah.
get.
The other thing you can do is, since you haven't done any calls in a while, is if you still have like a list of people that would do training calls with you, I would set those up, kind of like you're beginning again as a health coach. When you set up those training calls, those 3-way calls with Cindy, or you might have even done some with my wife, Leslie, at first. I would actually set some of those up with people who are willing to do training calls with you. They don't necessarily need program, but if they do, even better. And these are people that are in your life that you can just say, hey, do you mind doing a training call with me?
Okay.
Because I'm just learning. I want to learn how to share the program effectively. So you just telling them, look, I want to learn how to share the program effectively. Do you mind getting on a call with my mentor coach? Because I think that would also help you. learning how to share the program again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I have one that is like on the fence right now,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I'll probably try to call Cindy and see if, you know, she'll get on a call with me and her and
Yeah.
and
And
maybe
do the
try to
health
convince
assessment.
her. Yeah, this one
Yeah.
she's back and forth, back and forth. She, you know, well, when I was back in Jersey, she's like really wanted to do it,
Uh-huh.
and then, you know, she just went away. She's like, you know, not now. And then now she contacted me again, and she's like, you know, all excited about it, but
Mhm.
maybe Cindy can help me.
Yeah, so set up the three-way call with her and Cindy. Cindy will do the, you know, share the program with her, do the health assessment. And then the important thing is after the health assessment is done, we can put them in Optimal Life, which kind of does the selling for us because they start seeing all the success stories that people have.
Hmm.
It's so that's like the really important part is doing the health assessment so you can get them in Optimal Life. Because Optimal
Right.
Life, like I said, kind of does what we really don't want to do too much is sell it. But when
Hmm.
they start seeing all the success stories people are having and all the support that is in there, they can't not be impressed by what's going on.
Right.
Yeah. So I would, you know, think about like 5 people, 5 to 10 people tonight, and just write them down. People who you think would be willing to get on the phone with you to do the share calls with Cindy. If you think they need program, even better. But if they don't, that's okay too. Because we just want you to learn how to share it again. Because I think that'll
Okay.
also start giving you a comfort level,
Right.
especially when you're out and about by talking to people. That way you
Mhm.
don't kind of talk too much about it. Because sometimes we can overshare and then give
Right.
them too much information before they're really ready for it.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know, I want to try this and see how it goes, and
Yeah.
you know, keep in touch with you guys.
Okay.
You know, hopefully, you know, something comes out of it. I know it's gonna take time, but at
It
least, you
will
know,
be.
I just don't want this to die because
Yeah.
I really, you know, it's
Mhm.
something that I really love. First, I love to help people because I have been in the medical field for
Mhm.
over 20 years.
Yep.
You know, so that's what I do anyway. But you know, it's just a life-changing program. It's like it's an amazing program.
Yeah.
There's not, you know, you're eating healthy. You're not taking drugs. You know, try to lose
Mhm.
weight and doing some crazy stuff. So I think there's a lot of people out there that can benefit from this program.
There's so many people. I mean, you just walk around and you see people who could benefit from it. You know, because you have the passion for it, that's a good thing. Keep
Yeah,
that passion.
I love it. It's just like, you know, everybody that I like, this lady that's on the fence, I tell us like, well, you know, there is no better way to change your life. You know, she's like, this is, and she's like, oh, is it hard? I'm like, this program is amazing. There's nothing
Yeah.
hard
Uh-huh.
about it. It's the best decision you're going to make in your life. It's going
Yeah.
to change your life, you know. So
I love
I
that.
love it. Yeah, I love the, you know, the whole concept of the program, the whole thing about it. There's nothing to say, you know, I can't say, oh, I didn't like this, you know, about this program because I tell my
Mhm.
husband, there's nothing. This program is just amazing.
Yeah.
You know, you eat your meals, you drink your water. I mean, come
And
on,
you
what
get
else do you
healthy.
want?
I
You
know.
get healthy, and the weight just comes off. You're not in the
Huh?
gym like going crazy,
Yeah.
you
It's
know.
true. It's very true.
So I.
Well, so you're going to just have to be consistent and a little bit patient, but
Mhm.
you will start seeing it.
Yeah,
You will
hopefully.
start seeing it.
Yeah, so I'll keep in touch with you and Leslie
Okay.
and Cindy, you know, and see how it goes.
Okay.
So hopefully, you know, the business will be able to
Mhm.
pick up and I'll be able to spread it out, you know, the about Activia because
Absolutely.
it is a phenomenal company. Like even the company itself, like customer service is amazing.
Mhm.
You know, nutrition, you just call and you know somebody on the phone right away.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
it's nothing to not to love about it, you know.
That's awesome.
So
What did I say I was going to tag you on before I get off? Because I don't remember now.
the the thing about social media, how to post the hot suite or something.
Oh, the 3x3x3. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Was there anything else? I should have written it down, but I forgot to.
Yeah. Did we come out with a new form for the health assessment, or is it the same one?
There is a new one. Honestly, I still use the old one. You can
Okay.
use the new one if you want, but I still use the old one.
Okay.
But I will. I'll tag you on that too, so you can take a look at it.
Okay. Because
Okay. Yeah.
I have the old one when
Yeah.
but I saw something about it, but I
hmm
I didn't save it, so I didn't know
Yeah.
if there was a new one that came out.
Yeah. There was a new one because honestly, our line, like our mentorship line from like the Woods down or the
Mhm.
Millers down, we were the only line using a health assessment for a long time, which I didn't
Okay.
even realize. Up until a few months ago, I didn't even realize that. Now the whole company is using a health assessment. So they came up with like one standard.
Okay.
But I still use the older one. So you can use
Okay.
whatever one you're comfortable with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. So I'll do it like that. Yeah, that'd be
Yep.
great. Oh, thank you so much. I really
Okay.
appreciate you
No
taking your
problem at
time,
all.
and
Um,
putting up with the craziness with the kids over
That's
here.
okay. It was fine. No, trust me, I've had worse. I've had a little worse.
Yeah. So
Well,
so thank you. I appreciate it.
no problem. Just it's. I mean, just do the work. If you do the work, it will happen because you already have the heart and the passion for it.
Right.
You just got to do the work,
Okay.
and it will
Yeah.
it will happen.
All right. Thank you
Okay.
so much. I will say hi to Leslie for me, though.
I will do that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Take
Good
care,
night.
Ryan.
Good to see you again.
Night. Nice seeing you
Bye-bye.
too. Bye bye.